Live at 9 on WJLX with James Phillips, presented by Young Jewelers in historic downtown Jasper. Real talk, real stories, right now.
And good morning. It is Live at 9 with James Phillips here on WJLX. We're on a Wednesday morning here. And special guest in this morning, we have got Corrie Cabes and Ryan Hayes. It does kind of rhyme. It goes well together.
That's good.
Both from St. Mary's Episcopal Church here in Jasper on the Trace. And they are having a cool event this weekend. It's kind of like, the way they described it to me, it's kind of like Vacation Bible School, but don't call it Vacation Bible School. It's not that. It's a family music fun day at St. Mary's Episcopal Church. Free family event going on Saturday, July 18th, this Saturday from 9 till noon. And I'm going to let you guys describe it, but it's really for all ages. It says 3 to 10 as far as the kids go, but everybody's welcome. And everybody's going to be creating something really cool, whether it be music or art. Like, y'all kind of describe where it came from.
Absolutely.
It just came, I was on my way to work one day, and I was like, you know what, we need to do a music day. Because, for one, a lot of people, we're trying to get people to sing more in church.
Yes.
And
This is a recruitment tool
always.
for singers and for members, too, right?
And, also, you know, there are opportunities for kids, but there's not that many opportunities for kids to do music. Like when I went to school, there was a choir in every school, and you know, you don't have stuff like that anymore. So it's kind of just reawakening that aspect of community, having fun while they're learning music, because we're not going to be learning Handel's Messiah or anything like that. We're going to be doing fun, moving songs that kids have been doing forever. And but that's how it came about, and then we added the art aspect, and that's where Corrie took over.
I was like, can we draw? Can we do something too? Yeah. So I just, I go to the hospital, Walker Baptist, fairly frequently to see folks, and I've just always wanted to have an art gallery when you walk in there, and just something that's joyful. When you're coming in and, it may be a stressful situation, wouldn't you love to see something that's uplifting, that is welcoming, that is made especially for you? And so that's what we wanted to do. So families will come in. This isn't about, dropping your kids off. It's a whole family situation.
And is it coming, do they need to be there when it starts, or is it a come and go kind of thing, or what's the...
It is kind of come and go, but we think, especially if you've got little kids, get in there.
Well, and 3 hours is not a long time. 9 to 12 is not a long period.
Yeah.
So.
Because just with little kids, their attention span is a little shorter. So,
So
especially with the music.
So, they'll be in there for 20, 25 minutes, because that's about all.
Right, yeah, that's all their attention span.
In our age, that's about anybody can handle.
Yeah.
And they'll learn 2 songs, and then we're hoping that they'll come back the next day and sing it during our, or the choir would normally sing an anthem part, and they'll do one big huge song together.
Oh yeah, I think that's really cool. Yeah. Now the art thing at the hospital, they used to have exhibits, and I don't know if they just don't have them anymore.
Still,
like when you walked in, there would be a place, and I'm trying to visualize it, and they would even have some people from around town who are known artists. They would have their stuff, that kind of thing. But I think since the new company has taken over, that's kind of changed a little bit. But it would be great. That would be awesome to see, because, like you said, most people who are visiting the hospital, you're not going for a good reason. It would be cool to have something uplifting as soon as you walk in,
Well, and we've developed this wonderful partnership with the hospital. Jalon Jones leads a lot of the community engagement. And so, she comes to St. Mary's with nurses, with doctors. They come and they serve at our food bank. They serve when we do our Christmas giveaway at the Trace.
Oh, cool.
They served when we recently did Jasper Reads in the community.
Yeah.
And so they're our friends. And so, if there's a way that we can give back to them and just bring a little of the joy that they bring to us, it's just kind of a win-win. So I just was talking with Jalon, and I was like, we would love to do a children's, gallery. And they were like, let's do it.
Yeah.
So, that's who we are as St. Mary's, is we want to have friends in the community. We've built these relationships, but we want to just spread friendship and joy.
Yeah.
That's
it.
I think
that's pretty much just the gospel wrapped up in a little box there.
Yeah,
too, you know?
yeah, love your neighbor.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is just one of the ways we're doing that.
Now, you guys, you mentioned Jasper Reed's. You had brought James Johnson in with you.
That's my buddy.
How did that go?
It went really well. It did. Something that we learned is that, the library has this, summer reading program that kicks off. And so what we're thinking next year is doing Jasper Reads the day of that kickoff. That's the only thing I think I wish we had, coordinated a little bit better. But it was so fun. At noontime, at 2, we had a time where the mayor came to the town square and was reading, and it was so cool to just see people walking by, and they're like, "That's the mayor," and so they came and joined in.
Right. Yeah.
We had, the literacy program came, and they had all kinds of activities, and so it was a great draw. But when James read his book at noontime, I don't think I knew what a character James is, but he is he is an amazing public speaker and reader, and we were all just rolling on the floor laughing. He was reading this donkey book, and it was hilarious.
Yeah.
So it was a good day. I mean, we learned a lot, from the different sessions we had, because we didn't know what was going to work best with families. And so now we think we would probably just have 1 or 2 sessions, and we figured out kind of the best times to have it. But it was a great small experiment.
That's
I felt
awesome.
Like it was really well received, and I was really grateful to have all the partners in the community that helped.
Well, I love how St. Mary's really ties into creativity, with it being music and art, and then you had reading, all that creativity comes from the creator, you know? And I think y'all are really tapped into that.
Yeah.
Well, and it's proven that it helps people. It's a proven fact that anything that is in the arts helps children and adults, because you got music therapy that they use all the time now.
Right.
It helps kids in school with their English and their math and stuff like that. So it has multi-purposes. It's just that I think, just from what I see, we've gotten away from adding that in as that'll help with their core curriculum, because there's things that that's how I learned big words. I didn't learn big words in school.
Yeah.
I learned them from singing songs.
Yeah, you learned them from Prince lyrics. Or, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And Ryan knows a lot about, as far as schools and that sort of thing. He is a school teacher at Corrie High School. Is that
Yes, special education.
He does special ed, and has. You said you've been doing children's music
since I was 12.
So there you go.
I've grown up doing. I've done children's music, and then I've been over choirs at different churches, and then I actually traveled with a adult choir made up of adults with intellectual disabilities for 10 years all over the United States. So,
that's cool. That's cool.
I'm not special. It's just
we're all special in some way.
But it's just helped form my career. What I'm doing, and so everything I do, I feel like it's a ministry to help somebody else.
Yeah,
so that's my goal.
Now, you talked about how schools, and you might not comment on this since you're a teacher, but you talk about how schools have kind of left the arts behind sometimes, and it's great that we have the Walker County Arts Alliance that goes in and does things that schools don't have classes for. But I feel like as a state, we've just gotten too far into. We're so worried about math and science, we're so worried about reading and hitting the numbers that the state puts out there, that it handcuffs the schools to be able to do the more creative things, or even creative thinking and problem solving and things like that. We don't get those things, it seems like,
that doesn't happen. And I hate the hell. One thing that you notice is if a kid gets mad at something, they'll just leave.
Right.
You don't have that, I've joined this and I'm going to stay with it or stick with it, and this is going to be something that a lifetime go. They're just I ain't doing it anymore. Or
and their parents usually back them up on that. They're probably calling you, fussing at you or something.
No, they're not calling me, because I don't do none of that. I've been there, done that. But that's one thing. And, people can go to different schools.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know wing anymore. You used to be you go to Corrie, and that's where you have to be. And now you can go interact, so you can change your programs forever. So it's very hard for schools just to do it that way, just because you might have the up and coming, future pop star, and then they leave.
Right. Well, and
So-
I've noticed that even on the athletic side of things,
Oh, yeah.
like schools have so many fewer football players,
Mm-hmm.
or in all the different sports, and it's like you can't get a kid just to stick with things. Like,
Yeah.
And I think all those athletics, the extracurriculars, any of them are so good for kids.
Yeah,
just-
that's where you learn your problem solving and social. That's more of a
Right.
social experience, and I learned all my stuff from band
Yeah.
growing up, and that's kind of scary in its own thing. But but that's how I learned how to socialize. And
Yeah, you band kids could always get crazy back in the
oh
day.
yeah, they were bad.
If they got all them together, there's no
I said
telling what
they.
they.
I didn't say me.
No, here's the angel. Here's the angel.
I was Jesus on the bus.
But, I feel like, schools can't do it all,
Yeah.
and,
Right.
And that's why I do feel like the community, and particularly churches, have an opportunity to step up. I mean, churches are the last place where you've got this intergenerational community where, we've got folks that care for each other, not because they're related or, they've got a lot in common, but because Jesus loves them and they're trying to be disciples,
Right.
And so this is just another way that we can do this. I mean, we're supposed to show up for each other. And so if it looks fun and engaging, that's what we're supposed to be doing,
Yeah.
So we hope this will be something where, folks come in and they feel welcomed and they, there is something kind of neat about making a collage and, you've made this piece of art and you're done. You've had a little bit of a success,
Yeah.
or you've learned a new song or you've met a new friend, that's singing next to you. I mean, this is just all how we come together as neighbors,
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's all about relationships.
Well, and I know one thing. A lot of churches around here are made up of people who came from different types of churches, and I hear that from my friends at the Episcopal
Yeah,
Church. It's
yeah.
like, well, most of us really were not Episcopal. They've come
Right.
from different backgrounds, and
Yeah.
it's a cool mixture to see people do that though, and you'll get even more of that at something like this event.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. And that, I think, is some of our strengths. I mean, his music
Yeah.
background is really specific, I would say, to the Baptist tradition.
Yeah,
you
because that's
know?
what I was raised in, was
Yeah.
Baptist, and that's how I was taught piano. Now,
Yeah.
I do classical because I have a degree in piano performance, but so I am classically trained. But, if I'm just playing on a Sunday, it's
You're
more
playing like Grandma and Grandpa played.
I'm a little jukey. A little jazzy every now and then.
Yeah.
You can't explain. I just do whatever. But
I grew up in a Pentecostal tradition, so
you're way more
yeah,
jukier than me.
we were totally jukey.
But what I love is something he did this summer was he just, kind of polled the parish and was like, what songs do you want to hear?
Right.
And some of these songs, were songs, because I did grow up in the Episcopal Church, and I know, like, what's in our hymnal, and I'm learning some of the songs that we have in our camp hymnal. But, they were coming up with all kinds of, like,
Yeah, they
I
were
don't
grabbing,
know the
like,
Rugged
stuff I grew
Cross.
up with.
Right.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
trying to think of other songs.
Because
but-
like she texted me the other one, was it you said, have you read the verses? I said, I know that song very well. I'm just waiting.
yeah. I'm like, this is
Right.
new
Right.
to me. So
You're learning from the Redback hymnal, right? Is that what?
I
A lot
am,
of their,
yeah.
because they have what it is, it's like a praise chorus
Right.
hymn. And they call it camp hymn because that's what they use at Camp McDowell a lot,
Yeah,
I think.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
But it's got the Old Rugged Cross and At the Cross and I'll Fly Away. And
Oh, yeah.
Like
Yeah.
one Sunday, what was the song I played? And everybody was just down by the riverside. Everybody was
Oh,
just
yeah.
juking and singing.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
that
It was
was
like-
very unusual.
Yeah.
So it's kind of opened a little bit more just from where my background is. And then it just builds on people's strengths.
Right, right.
Because
Yeah.
they know it. We're not singing,
Just really unfamiliar hymns.
Beethoven.
Yeah, right.
Right.
Yeah, and that's why I really wanted his title to be music minister, because there really is a pastoral side to how he chooses music and how he listens to the congregation and responds to them. I once in a while sit in on choir because I like to sing too, and I feel like y'all laugh sometimes more than you sing when you're having your choir practice. This is a group that loves each other and respects each other,
Yeah.
and sometimes church music can be a little stiff, and
That's what I was
Not
going to
St.
say.
Mary's.
And especially in like what
Yeah.
you consider to be a traditional church.
Yeah,
A lot of times the
sure.
music can be like you're sitting there and you're like,
You're like,
this is the most boring
yeah.
thing ever.
Yeah.
Or, you know, like, are we not listening to the lyrics here? Like, it should be a little bit happier.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well,
yeah.
and you know, in
We're always
your-
singing like God's about to smite us, you know.
Yes.
Absolutely.
I hate that.
Absolutely. Yeah.
But you know, for some churches, they go by the calendar, and it's songs that you've never heard. Like, I ain't never heard that song. I ain't gonna do that. And then there's songs that I was like, I just ain't picking it because I don't know it. I mean, I could play it, but we'd be going, meh, 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 meh.
Right, yeah.
Because it would be those type songs. So everybody's brought their talent further a little bit more because now they're like, oh, we're kind of used to the songs. We're
Yeah.
kinda-
Yeah.
So I can actually hear people.
I can too. Yeah. No, it's great.
Well, I think that's such a cool picture of like the early church, though, where everybody brought their word or their
Yes.
talent
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
was able to share it, you know.
Yeah.
It does feel like that. I hadn't really thought of that. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't
Yeah.
get stuck in the we just do it this way.
Yeah.
I can't stand that.
Yeah.
Well, and I feel like you're choosing songs too that, like, you know, certain members of the choir, you're like, oh, this is gonna sound great. You know,
Yes.
it's
Yeah, like you go by their voices and
Yeah.
what they, how
And
they.
then I'll go strictly by whatever our liturgy is.
right.
So
yes,
I'm looking
yeah.
at that to see what hymn can enhance whatever is fixing to happen
Yeah.
next in the
Right.
service. So try to bring that whole full circle of everything working together. And we do pretty good, I think.
Yeah.
I've worked with other people that didn't like it at all.
Well,
So
no, but-
she's very open.
And I love too that I'll be like, oh my gosh, that song fits the gospel perfectly, and he's like, yeah, that was the point. You know.
I thought that's what you
So
wanted.
I'm still just like, wow, that's awesome. You know, so, but just, you know, I mean, I know you love to hear this, but he is so humble and just loves people and loves music and loves God.
Yeah.
Like, how can we go wrong?
Yeah, you really can't
So,
with all that put into one package, you know.
Yeah.
We don't want to brag on you too much.
I
No.
know.
You just don't look. You just don't want to open the package all the way. It'd be scary.
No.
Just stop peeling back the onion.
That's right.
There's a lot of layers in that.
There's a lot of layers. Yeah. We all do.
Well, hey, let's take a break real
Yeah.
quick. It's the bottom of the hour. We'll hear from our sponsors, and when we come back, we'll talk about the event more,
Sure.
remind people when it's going on, and talk
Yeah.
about St. Mary's too, and let people know some things that are happening when you guys meet, and definitely talk about anytime you're here. I want to mention the food
Oh, thank you.
because it is such a help to so many people
Yes.
in our community, and you missed it was yesterday, but it comes up again next Tuesday.
That's right, it does.
So every Tuesday, but we'll hear from our sponsors, and we'll be right back on Live at 9 with James Phillips here on WJLX.
Young Jewelers. That name has been a part of Jasper for a long, long time. As a matter of fact, for 3 generations and over 70 years, Young Jewelers has been located in downtown Jasper, striving to earn your loyalty with quality and customer service. Young Jewelers has set the standard in diamonds, jewelry, and gifts. You can afford to have a diamond from Young Jewelers. Our friendly staff can assure you of that. And you're always greeted with a smile and a genuine concern for your needs. Whether it's custom design work or diamonds from one of the name brand vendors, a consultation at Young Jewelers will have you feeling confident you've made the right choice. Young Jewelers, located across from City Hall on 19th Street and online at youngjewelers.com.
Start your story at Bevel State Community College. Whether you need seamless academic transfer classes, high-wage, high-demand career technical or health science programs, rapid training opportunities that get you into the workforce quickly, dual enrollment or adult education courses, Bevel State is your community college for a quality education. Visit bscc.edu to learn about our convenient and affordable options to make your future visible. Your story starts at Bevel State.
Carl Carl Cannon, Chevy, Buick, GMC, Cadillac, Corridor X, and Jasper. We're more than just a new car dealer. We're a certified pre-owned dealer, too. As a used car dealer in Jasper, we have access to a wide variety of used cars from across the area. As a new Buick, Chevy, Cadillac, and GMC dealer, we have the latest models that GM provides from 4 amazing brands. Let us show you around our dealership. With so many options, we're sure you'll find what you're looking for. Browse our inventory online at carlcannon.com. When other dealers can't, Cannon can. Carl Cannon, Corridor X at Industrial Boulevard in Jasper.
Hi guys, I'm Dr. Martin Roberts, owner of Jasper Veterinary Clinic. 3 years ago when I set out to open my own clinic, Pinnacle was my bank of choice to help that dream become a reality. Recently, when we needed to expand and had the opportunity to acquire property adjoining to ours, I made one call to Wayne and he set those wheels in motion. If you have banking needs, give Pinnacle a call.
Hello everyone, I'm Drake McKenzie from All South Land and Timber. We have been banking with Pinnacle Bank for over 25 years. The customer service at Pinnacle Bank is first class. We highly recommend banking with Pinnacle Bank for all of your financial needs.
I'm Robin Reed Allen, Chairman of the Board of Pinnacle Bank. Come see our team and make Pinnacle Bank your bank too.
Pinnacle Bank, member FDIC.
If you're craving great food in a place that feels just right, it's time to head to Jake's on 4th in downtown Jasper. From stacked made-to-order burgers to hearty favorites fresh off the grill, every dish at Jake's is cooked with care and full of flavor. It's comfortable, relaxed, and always welcoming. Whether you're meeting friends, enjoying a casual dinner, or just want a laid-back spot with great atmosphere, Jake's on 4th delivers every time. Located at 1810 4th Avenue South of downtown Jasper, Jake's is open Wednesday through Saturday with lunch from 11 to 3:30 and dinner 5 to close. Jake's has great food, an easygoing vibe, and it's a place you'll want to come back to. Jake's on 4th, fine dining done the Walker County way.
Hey, this is Nick Norris from The Game Managers. Every Friday afternoon at 6 on WJLX, Patrick Hanna and I break down the news of the week in sports. From local high school games to the biggest moments in college and the pros. No hot takes for clicks, just sports news, real analysis, and the conversations you actually want to hear. If you like sports as much as us, then make The Game Managers part of your Friday nights. We'll see you there.
The sound of Walker County on 101.5 is WDXB HD3 Pelham, W286BM Jasper, an iHeart radio station. Listen on the free iHeart radio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Free never sounded so good.
You're listening to Live at 9 with James Phillips, presented by Young Jewelers on WJLX.
Talking about that. And we're laughing from being off the air. We were talking about Old Yeller.
As one does.
Personal Old Yeller stories that we're sharing. Thanks everybody for tuning in here on Live at 9 with James Phillips on WJLX. You just heard from our sponsors. And then, hey, reminder, today, Jake's on 4th is back open. Go check them out at lunch. They're one of our title sponsors, and also Young's Jewelers downtown. Go visit those ladies at Young's Jewelers and pick up anything you might need, or just get a ring cleaned, or just go hang out. They love to just sit around and talk to folks there too. So.
Sweetest people.
They are sweet folks. Talking this morning, we've got Corrie Caves and Ryan Hayes. I should be able to remember that pretty well. It goes together. Y'all sound like a great team.
Yeah.
Like Captain and Tennille.
Oh,
Captain
oh my goodness, yes!
I thought Sonny and Cher was going to come out.
I'll take
it.
But I like Captain and Tennille better. And speaking of Captain and Tennille, we're talking about music. They're having a cool event this weekend on Saturday. Let me pull up my flyer again. And it's a fun day, music fun day. Is that what we're calling it?
Yes. Family
music fun.
Family music fun, and we could add art to that too.
Yes.
Family music art fun show day.
Yeah.
You know,
at everything.
Right at St. Mary's Episcopal Church. Are you going to have any food for people too?
We will. We will. Kids can make a little trail mix. We've got different things they can put together. We're going to have donuts, coffee, lemonade. I mean, it's just kind of come in and get sugared up, and then we,
Yeah, and then send them home.
Kids run around and then send them
Right.
home.
Well, they'll be tired by the time they finish the activities.
Yeah,
That's a good thing.
Yes.
And I knew at St. Mary's, you're not doing much without feeding somebody.
Of course.
So,
right.
But that's going to be this Saturday from 9 to noon. All kind of cool stuff. The ages that it's kind of based around for the kids is 3 to 10, but I'm sure any age is welcome that wants to participate, and they're even going to get the adults involved too while you're there. It's a whole family thing. It's not, hey, we're going to drop our kids off and let them do something fun. We're going to go with our kids and have fun with them. You know.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
I think that's really cool. Tell them a little bit again about music-wise. What will they be doing, music-wise?
We're just going to do some children fun songs that relate to their age group.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it's not going to be like.
Can you give us a couple of examples?
Well, who knows if they know. Father Abraham.
Yeah.
Many sons.
Yeah.
It's going to be your 3 and 4s. They're all going to learn a song called J-O-Y, Joy. There's a big movement, and you got to shake your butt on some of the songs.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
It's a lot of things like that. So it's just
to have them
just
active.
geared. Yeah.
Yeah.
Get them
Nothing
moving.
hard, just,
Hopefully like to
Yeah.
joyful.
be music more, because some kids look at music like what they know from like the congregation service. So some of them don't realize that you have like your own little thing and you can have fun with it.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
And then art-wise, it's going to be an art project that the family or kids can do, and they're all going to be taken to Walker Baptist and be hung up in the lobby at Walker Baptist for people to see.
Yeah, excited to work with Jenny Roberts again on this, and we're making a beautiful music collage, and it's going to be displayed at the hospital. But then we'll also have other tables where once they finish, their piece of art, they've got other little areas they can go and make something else and get to take it home. Because who wants to come to something and you don't get to take your art home?
Right.
So we'll have lots of art activities, and they can pick and choose, have a snack, sing some songs, and
Yeah.
have a good time.
It's going to be a lot of fun. And you got cool people involved like Jenny.
Yeah.
She's a big friend of the Phillips family and does a great job just in the community of pushing art out there in different ways.
Yeah.
You know.
And that's what I love about her is, folks will say, I'm not an artist, I'm not good at this or that. Y'all, she helps you just pull out all kinds of things, and it'll be beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
It'll be,
She turns people
so
into
fun.
artists because I can't draw a straight line.
No.
And I went to a little paint party that my
See,
daughter had and drew a whole thing.
Yeah,
Like, it was
yeah.
really
You're
cool.
like, what is this?
I drew a
know.
guitar somehow. I don't know how I did it.
You didn't know you're an artist.
Yeah, I didn't even realize I was doing it.
So that's the other thing is, like, we want this to be a day where, when families leave, they're like, oh, that was fun. I did something, have some successes, have, for kids to build their confidence. It's, it's a good thing.
I guarantee, I've never been to this. I mean, it's a new event, but I still will guarantee you're going to leave smiling and laughing and having a good time.
Yeah.
Like that's what it sounds like anyway.
Because if you don't, you're dead.
Yeah, because we have a good time.
Yeah.
And again, you're not, if you want to come early, do your thing, sing your songs, all that, and you've got something else going on, that's okay. I mean, it can be come and go, but I think we would suggest, like, younger kiddos come early.
Yeah.
Yeah. Come to the 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
Come at 9.
Get it going.
Well, a lot of people have nap time and
Yeah.
things like that. So
Yeah.
Well, and we joked earlier that it's also a way for them to recruit people to come to church, because the next day they're going to let the kids come and sing if they want to. You're not pressured to. Yeah.
We would love it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. We have a 10 a.m. service, and if they had fun singing the songs and they want to come the next day, we'd love it. The congregation would love to hear them, and it'll be great. So, but again, that's not a big pressure deal. It's just if you had fun, come on. So we'd love to hear you sing.
Well, and I've seen on Facebook in a few posts from people who go to the Episcopal Church how much they enjoy the children's time every Sunday anyway.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, if a kid wants to help in worship and, carry a cross in, or if they want to come to, I always do a children's sermon. That's my background is children's ministry. We have a kids bulletin that we are starting this Sunday where it's got all kinds of activities. And then they also have a time where when I'm giving my adult sermon, they can go and do children's chapel for a little bit and learn, a little bit more about the gospel, a little bit more about, how Jesus wants us to live and love our neighbors. And then they come right back in time for communion. So I never want children to feel like there is a time where they can't serve or they can't do this until they're older.
Yeah.
If a kid wants to serve and be active in worship, and if they've got questions about Jesus, like, church is for every age.
Yeah.
So, but we've had so many, older folks in the parish say, I really loved your children's sermon today.
Right.
So it's just, I love, I have a little, pink quilt, and I call the children up. And last Sunday it was really funny because I started talking about the gospel I had just read. And this one little boy I think he's like 4 now, he basically just started saying, yeah, and this was the gospel. And I mean, he knew like almost line for line. The parable of the sower from Matthew. And I was
wow,
like,
yeah.
Yeah, here, why don't you
let him take over,
yeah. So it's just amazing.
And maybe you'll find a talented kid who you think, hey, just take over this song.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, also, that's how I started my music was church choir.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
When I was probably 10. I mean, so, they're more than welcome to join the choir if they love it. And they're like, oh, this is the best place I've ever been. And, I mean, that's a very open door that some people frown on, but I don't frown on that because it's another way to learn to worship and to also be a servant.
Yeah. Well, and I would think most people in our area, if they do music, they learned it in church early in life. That was probably the first step to get into music. Even my friends who are rock and roll people, that's where they started at.
Oh, yeah.
Now, one thing we haven't mentioned is the food ministry that you guys do every Tuesday at 8:30. Is that right?
8:30 to 10:30.
8:30 to 10:30, and it's best get there at 8:30 because you guys always have like biscuits and gravy. And
we do, and I love to say, the ladies get there at midnight, they spend the night, they're rolling out the dough, all this, and people believe it because like there's so much love in what they prepare, and so get a hot biscuit and gravy, get the best cup of coffee you will get on a Tuesday morning,
right?
And just be loved on.
Yeah,
I've got music going when folks come in, we're dancing, singing, and just having a good time, and Ryan's there often, and
I mean, my kids are coming back too.
Oh yay!
As students, we volunteered last year, so it was a very good. It was a very good learning experience for them, and stuff. So we're gonna be doing that again, because it's just that great of a program.
Well, and you do have a lot of help from throughout the community. Like I know the Rotary Club, I think, comes at times, or Kiwanis.
So many, yes, I mean you're naming them all.
Yeah,
I mean, Capstone, again, the hospital.
I mean,
I know I'll be leaving people out. The foundation, my goodness.
ARC.
The ARC, every single Monday, the ARC come and they set up our diapers, and
oh, that's awesome.
Gosh, they just make me smile. They're the sweetest people. Big shout out to the ARC.
Yeah. The ARC brings a group sometimes to our wrestling shows that we do once a month.
Oh, cool.
And they love it too. They get into it. Talk about how all the food distribution works. Like the thing that's so cool about it is they're not asking you any questions. Like you're not having to fill out everything about yourself. You don't have to show any kind of income.
Yes, right.
If you need something, you come and ask, and you get it.
That's right. And every single Tuesday, you can come and have a great breakfast and be embraced. Our program is a once a month program, and so when you go through and you get your your groceries, and then if you need diapers, those are once a month as well. But it's they care. I mean, I'm just sort of the cheerleader of that. I'm not the director and the assistant director. They can tell you, much more about the details. But I think folks come because we have built a relationship and we have built trust with them.
Right. And it's not something they have to worry about. Oh, if I show up, people are going to think bad of me because I'm asking for help or things like that. Like it's just
at all. And then that's one thing is. We all have need. We are all hungry. We're hungry in different ways.
Right.
And I mean, I say all the time, if I am not at food bank, I'm probably not going to have a good week. There is just something that happens when you serve and you care for someone else, and you pour out of yourself.
Yeah.
I joke and say, if I don't go to food bank, I'm gonna be a jerk the rest of the week.
Yeah.
But it really is my prayer practice. It is the prayer practice of the folks that serve. And it is just really just so wonderful to be connected to all the neighbors, all the folks in the community that come and serve. And I mean, that's why Walker County, that's why Jasper is a great place to live.
Yeah, definitely so. And if you are out there and you have a need, or you know someone that needs food, go, because like you're hearing how much it blesses the people involved. You're taking their blessing away if you don't show up. That's what people always
true.
That's
true.
Used to say back in the day, you know. But no, it is just such a cool experience. My wife came sometime in the last couple months, and she said it was a great time. And got food that we needed at that time.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's great.
And I mean, that's the thing, Jennifer Andrews and Chandra Rice work so hard with our partners, and you are leaving with good food.
Yeah. I think the week that she came, it was like a 10-pound bag of chicken or something.
That's like, I ain't never seen so much good. I mean, really and truly, I was thinking like, here's you a can.
Right? Yeah. Here's a can of yams.
A whole lot.
We're so grateful for Marjack and Grace Klein and the Birmingham Community Foundation. I mean, all of that, and I know I'm missing partners, but Jesus always wanted us to give our best. Give the best hospitality that we can. Give all the love that we can, and I think this is I think we're in the right direction.
Yeah. Yeah.
So there's always growing pains with the ministry that continues to be blessed. But I mean, I never leave and say, well, we shouldn't have done that.
Right. Right. Yeah.
So.
Man, we shouldn't have gave so much food to people.
Yeah. So it's a powerful ministry.
And Ryan, you've been at the church as the minister of music, you said, for about 6 or 7 months.
7 months.
What do you see in the future for the music ministry?
I would like it to grow more, and we've talked about trying to get instrumentals in for different occasions and stuff, especially like Advent and Christmas, and some soloists during the summer. So we've done reaching out for some college students and stuff, but I would love for anybody in our community who wanted to share their talent, whether it's guitar, flute, violin, if they can do that and they don't have a place to go to express that beyond just like a group, that's what we would love.
Yeah.
I'm not opposed to anything except rap. I'm just kidding.
I bet you money with the younger group. Y'all may work.
It ain't rap.
Y'all may work a little rap in this weekend with the young kids. Who knows?
It'll sound like rap before the end of it.
Remind everybody again what's happening this weekend.
Yes. So Saturday morning, this Saturday the 18th, 9 to 12. Little, families with little ones come early, but they will be, having some fun, singing some worship music. They will be making art piece that's going to go to the hospital for a gallery, and snacks, things like that.
And now there is a registration form. Do they have to register ahead, or
we
can they
would
register
love it
that day?
just so we can get a bit of a head count. We've already have some folks registered, but you can go to St. Mary's website. Not website, St. Mary's Facebook page. You've got it there. It's easy and accessible, and it's just a Google form. You'll click on the link, and you're not. We just want to get an idea of the ages.
Right, and we'll have it on WJLX. We'll put it in the comments of this if you're listening now, or if you're watching later. There'll be comments there. Also, we'll put there, and we're going to post the flyer with the link to the registration too over the next few days. So each day over the next few days, you'll have a chance to be able to go in and go ahead and register. Let these guys know that you're planning on coming.
And one thing that we have not said, do not send them in their Sunday best on Saturday.
Okay,
Since we're doing an art project, it's going to, send them in something that can get dirty.
Yeah.
We're just having fun. Yeah. And again, we're not, painting.
This is play clothes and playtime.
We're not painting with permanent paint or anything.
Yeah.
But just come to have fun,
Yeah.
So,
Don't even worry about brushing a kid's hair. See, that's the biggest thing. In my house, I've got an 8-year-old, and her hair goes halfway down her back, and most of the time she's walking around just looking like Chewbacca or something. And my wife's like, we got to plan 2 hours ahead of time before we leave because I got to brush through her hair.
I don't know what you're saying.
You're right, and you wouldn't know at all with the curly
hair. Yeah, your hair is perfect.
Oh my goodness.
I have no
great
problem.
sympathy.
Yeah.
I praise God for baldness.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat right now, and it's much easier.
Shaved it this morning.
Oh my goodness.
Well, I appreciate you guys coming by and just what you guys do in the community, not just at St. Mary's, but with what you do at Corrie, too. I mean, that's a great ministry with having special needs kids that you take care of each day. That's.
I have a great group. I also have a great group of staff. It's not just me.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of great women that work with me.
Yeah.
And it's a good school that's very open-minded about stuff that I do. So.
Yeah, that's awesome. Dude, thank you guys for getting in touch with us and coming in to tell us about what's going on this weekend.
Thank you.
And anytime we can help, we're happy to help.
Sounds good.
I said we could have like coffee time, like when it was
I
We
know.
definitely, yeah,
Coffee talk.
yeah. Y'all are on the open invite. Anytime you want to come on by. But next time,
Very good.
either bring coffee or breakfast with you.
I will try. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'll try to remember that.
Guys, thanks for tuning in today. Tomorrow, we are going to have Capstone Clinic, who you mentioned a few minutes ago. A couple representatives from Capstone are coming in to talk about their back to school activities that they have coming up. I think it's next week.
Yes.
In Walker and Winston County. And that's a huge event every year where kids get to come through. They have a lot of fun. They give out backpacks. They give out school supplies. Just a really cool day. So that'll be next week. They're going to talk about it tomorrow. Until then, be kind and love, and we'll see you tomorrow on Live at 9 with James Phillips on WJLX.
I would swallow my pride, I would choke my